we're ready for our Tai Chi class today. Now, before we get started today, we've talked a lot about our Tai Chi stance, but I wanted to focus on one particular part of the Tai Chi stance that I think sometimes is a little confusing. So we know the basics. We get our feet parallel to each other, about hip width apart. We soften our knees, reach up through the crown of our head. But the other part of it is to tuck the tailbone under. So I wanted to go a little bit more in detail about what that looks like. So to start with today, I want you to put your hand on your belly and your other hand on the small of your back. Stand up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to just round through your lower back as much as you can. Let your knees bend and feel your belly and your back moving forward. As you inhale, rise back up to whatever is your normal. You may feel that your back is a little bit arched here. That's normal. A lot of people stand that way. Some people do have a more neutral spine that's more straight up and down. So whatever is appropriate for you, come back to that normal. We're going to do that 3 more times. So tucking in as far as you can, rounding your lower back, and then rising back up. Exhale and tuck. Inhale and rise back up. And then one more time, round all the way through, tuck as far as you can, and then rise back up. Now from here, to find your Tai Chi stance, as you soften your knees, you're going to tuck just the first little bit until you feel your lower back start to round just a little. And then that's where you're going to stop. That's your Tai Chi stance. And that's where I want you to come back to each time as we finish a posture. And if you can, try to keep it rounded and tucked under as we move through our postures. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and reach your hands out to your sides. Stretch back up through the crown of your head. Make sure you haven't lost any of your stretch there. And then we'll start our regular warm-up. So from here, you're going to rock forward and back. Make sure you are finding the center of your feet. Feel the weight move across the bottoms. And then come to that center position. And then do the same side to side. Perfect. And then once again, after you feel the weight move and you found those points of your feet, spread the weight evenly between all 4 points, side to side, front to back, everything nice and balanced. And then from here, we're going to start moving through our body, bringing a little gentle motion. As you inhale, bring your chin up. And as you exhale, tuck it down towards your chest. Just what's your comfortable range. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And one more, up and down. Coming back to center. Now, as you inhale, turn your head to the left. Exhale back to center, and then go to the right. Exhale back to center. Left. And center. Right. And center. Beautiful. From here, moving into your shoulders, rolling them up. Squeeze them up to your ears and then sink them down and back. Inhaling as you go up. Exhaling as you go down. One more in this direction. And then go the other way. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and back. Beautiful. One more here. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to start to move through our core. Just gently swinging our hands side to side, letting our palms and the back of our hands tap against our hips. And then as you inhale, moving up your body, up your rib cage, still tapping lightly. And then as you exhale, moving back down. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale down. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Coming back to stillness. From here, we're going to move into our extremities. So starting with our fingers, give them a nice little wiggle. And then let your wrists shake. And then your elbows. And then all the way from your shoulders, let everything flop around nice and loose. Beautiful. And then from here, moving into your feet, start with just your heel on the ground, wiggling your toes, and then squeeze them in and out a couple times. And then lifting that foot up, shake from the ankle. And then the knee. And then the hip. Wiggling everything around, letting everything loosen up and be free. Beautiful. Put that foot down, go to the other side, starting just with putting the heel up, wiggling the toes, squeezing them in and out, and then picking that foot up, wiggling at the ankle, and then the knee, and then the hip. Perfect. Put it down. And then from here, we're going to move into opening the door. As you breathe in, lifting your arms up. And as you breathe out, sinking down just a little bit more into that Tai Chi stance, making sure the tailbone is tucked, the knees are soft. Inhaling up, exhaling down, up and down, up and down. And last one here. Moving into wings of a bird, arms raising up out to the side, and then floating down. Letting your movement follow your breath. Slowing your breathing down. Being mindful of each part of your body and where it is occupying the space that you're in. One more here. Perfect. From here, float your hands up to the center of your chest. And we're going to expand and contract. And at this time, as you expand, really pull your shoulders back. And then as you contract, really pull your shoulders forward, moving through that space between your shoulder blades. Inhaling open and exhaling closed. One more here. Beautiful. Now, as you inhale, you're going to open your arms nice and wide for Embrace the Moon. And then as you exhale, curling in even tighter. Opening up wide with your inhale. And then curling in with the other arm on top. Inhaling open. Exhaling closed. And open. And close. And then one more to each side. Last one. Open. And close. Coming back into your Tai Chi stance. Tailbone tucked, knees soft. From here, we're going to move through, rotate the wheel, coming up first to our left, arms coming up nice and high, soft elbows, imagining that you're grabbing a giant wheel, rolling it all the way around. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Smooth, gentle movements, being mindful of your shoulders, mindful of keeping that softness in your knees and in your tailbone, and reaching up through the crown of your head. One more here. And then we're going to go the other way. Coming up to the right now. Still keeping everything soft, relaxed. Matching your movements to your breath. Slow and easy. Beautiful. Last one. And then coming back to center. From here, we're going to move into calming the waters. So a similar movement, but this time horizontal, reaching out, coming around in a big circle like you're smoothing the ripples on a pond, and then coming up on the other side. Now going the opposite direction, inhaling, and then exhaling as you come up. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more to either side. And last one. Beautiful. From here, float your hands down and then go grab some water. We'll come back and start moving through our postures for our practice today. All right, bring it back in. Checking in here, making sure that your feet are parallel, knees soft. Put your hand on your belly and on the small of your back again. And before we start our next set of postures, we're going to do that exercise of tucking our tail under again. So sinking down, bending your knees, tucking as far as you can, and then stretching back up to your normal height, reaching up through the crown of your head. Tucking under, curling in, and then stretching up. And one more time. Really feeling the movement through the lower back and the pelvis. And then finding that slight tuck where it's just a little bit rounded, but you're still reaching up through the crown of your head. Perfect. All right, from here, float your hands back down. And we're going to start with hands wave like hands wave in clouds. So you're going to bring your left hand up a little bit below face height, like right around your chin or neck area. Your right hand is going to come like you would be holding a baby. From here, shift your weight and turn, letting your elbow draw a straight line to the left. And then as you reach your limit, switch your hands and move back the other direction, shifting your weight as you go, slowly and gently. Focusing on keeping that pelvis tucked and that length through your upper spine. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in and out and in and out. And then last one, in and out. Beautiful. Coming back to center, expand and contract. expand, and contract. And one more, expand and contract. Beautiful. From here, stepping out for push the mountain. Left foot goes heel to toe. You're pushing up. And then as you pull back, withdrawing your weight to that back leg, keeping your torso up, coming over the mountain to come back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And one more here, forward and back. Coming to center, one expansion and contraction. And then stepping out with the right foot, pushing the mountain. Push forward, pull back, push, and pull, push, and pull. And one more here, push, and pull. Stepping back to center, expand, and contract. Expand, and contract. And last one, expand, and contract. From here, we're going to move into white crane flashes its wings. So you're going to keep your hands in the center of your chest, shifting your weight over to your right leg. Your left foot taps in, just the toes touching the ground. And as you do, your left hand comes up, flexing back a little, and your right hand comes down to your hips. And as you exhale, come back to center, and then inhale, going to the other side. Beautiful. Exhale to center, inhale apart. Nice and gentle, just like a bird raising its wing to flash in the sunlight. One more. And then from here, if you want to add a little extra balance work, instead of just tapping the toe in, try lifting the knee and pausing for just a moment there. Still the same breathing pattern, inhaling out, exhaling to center. Just picking that leg up and holding it for just a moment. Beautiful. One more here. And then coming back to center, expand and contract. Expand and contract. And one more, expand and contract. We've been working on the postures from the 24 count form. So we're going to go through two of the ones from the late part of the form that are a little more complicated. The first one we've done before, it's snake through the tall grass. So for this one, bringing your hands up to your chest, you're going to turn, picking your left foot up and stepping it out. And as you do, your hands are going to come around. So one is the snake's tail, the other is the snake's head. You bend your leg, that is your right leg that has all your weight on it, coming down towards the floor, snaking up. And then as you do, drag that right leg up with you. From there, step back, settle everything, and press down. Beautiful. Making sure that you come back to center. After you press, stepping out again. Inhale. Exhale as you drag your foot up. Inhale. And exhale to settle. One more time here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Now go in the other direction. So inhale, stepping out. Exhale, pulling that leg forward. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale to settle. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one here, checking in, making sure you're keeping that pelvis tucked. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. From here, we're going to work on one that we just learned in section 4, which is deflect, parry, punch. As far as I know, it does not have a different name with the animals in it, so it breaks it down just to what it is. For this movement, make sure you have a little room behind you. You're going to start with your hands centered. You're going to look and tap your left foot in, your left hand on the bottom, holding your ball. From here, stepping out and back so that you're still in that bow stance. Your bottom hand is going to come up, making a fist as a deflection. So the movement, turn so you can see it in the front, is this. You're just bringing it up, almost like you're making a muscle. So from holding your ball, looking and stepping out, deflect. From there, your back foot comes up and your front hand comes around to parry. And then that right foot steps forward as your left hand does the punch. From there, step back to holding the ball. So let's try that one more time. Stepping out, inhale as you deflect. Exhale as your foot and your hand come forward. Inhale as you punch. Exhale back to start. Beautiful. Let's see if we can make it a little smoother this time. Stepping out, stepping forward, and then punch. Back to start. Last one here. Stepping out, inhale. Foot comes up, exhale. Step and punch, inhale. Back to start, exhale. From here, float your hands up to the center of your chest, one expansion breath. And then we're going to go to the other side, tapping the right foot in, right hand on the bottom, holding the ball. As you look, step out, hand comes up, step forward, foot comes to meet the other foot, hand comes around for the parry, and then that same foot steps forward as your hand punches. And then back to center. And again, step out, deflect. Foot comes up, step and punch. Back to center. Adding in your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more here. Beautiful. Bring those hands back to center. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Float your hands down by your side. Go grab some water, and then we'll move into our closing. All right, bringing it back in, finding that Tai Chi stance again, tucking the tailbone under, putting the hand on the belly and the small of the back. One more time, going through those 3 big tucks, curls, inhaling, stretching up, and then exhaling, curling it under as far as you can. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and curl. Inhale and exhale. And then coming back to that centered position, reaching up through the crown of your head, feeling that link through your neck and upper spine, but still keeping that tailbone lightly tucked. Beautiful. Float your hands down by your sides, closing the door. Inhale and exhale. Up and down. In and out. One more here. Floating your hands up to the center of your chest, moving into our circle breathing. Inhaling through the top of your circle, and then exhaling through the bottom of your circle. And here, let your breath start to come back to its natural rhythm. Soften your gaze, maybe close your eyes if it feels good for you. And just let your body go at its own pace. Two more circles. Last one. Float your hands down from here. Reach your hands out energetically to your sides and take just a moment to be aware of the space around you. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the movement of the air. Perhaps light or sunshine on your skin. And just connect with your environment. Perhaps close your eyes again. Continuing to let your breath move at its natural pace. But imagine that each breath is filling that spot behind your belly button like a little balloon. A little more with each breath, bringing with it that warm, bright energy until the balloon is so full that it pops and that the bright, warm energy spills down your legs, through your knees, your calves, your ankles, all the way into your toes, soothing, filling each part of you, moving up through your hips, through your belly, up through your rib cage, all the way up to your shoulders, and then spilling down into your arms, your fingers, up through your chest, through your neck, relaxing each muscle as it reaches it, through your jaw, the back of your skull, all the way up around the space between your eyes, and finally into the crown of your head. Take one more nice deep breath, feeling that warm energy swirling all around you. And then open your eyes, and you are done with your practice today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week.